Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel and happy Labor Day long weekend. I'm so happy you're all here today. Today we're actually going to be decorating my front porch for fall. I'm going to show you everything that I'll be using to decorate the porch, and then I'll just show you step by step how I take all these items and transform the porch into a beautiful fall space. And then of course little Holstein, my puppy, will be making an appearance. So if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would give this video a like and subscribe. Let's get started. So I just want to start by giving an overview of everything that I'm going to be using to decorate the front porch. I love all these rich autumn colors that I'm using this year. I tend to go more muted in my house, but outside I really love those really traditional colors. And the oranges, the reds, the purples, they all just say fall to me. And a lot of these items were new this year because they're seasonal items like the pumpkins, the grass, the straw. I did end up getting these cute little scarecrows this year also. But I just love the aesthetic of everything. I think it's going to all look really beautiful on the porch. And this cute little wagon, this was my mom's wagon. I love it. I think it's just so adorable. And I love those really soft muted orange pumpkins. And then I think my favorite find this year is this broom corn. That's what it's called. You can see all the beautiful colors on it. And I never heard of this before, but we did go to a little farm and I found these. So I'll have to talk about them a bit more later in the video. So this is a space we'll be decorating today. If you are new to my channel, we've lived in this house. It'll be 7 years in December. If you're a returning subscriber, you've seen me decorate this a few times. And like I said, it is my favorite space to decorate, especially in the fall. I think that's my favorite season to decorate it. And I just love the brick pattern on here. And I just like that it's such a large space. I can really add quite a bit of decor. So I'm super excited to get started. I have this beautiful rug. I just love the colors for fall. My sister actually had this rug, so I'm just borrowing it from her. And then this was a new purchase this year, this pumpkin spice and everything nice rug. It was from Winners. And Winners is basically like HomeSense or Marshalls. They just have the cutest things. I believe it was $12.99 and it was one of my favorite finds. So moving on to the front door, I'm just using this matte black wreath hanger that I have, and it's adjustable, which I love. And then I'm going to place my huge autumn wreath on here. It's kind of hard to tell just how big it is, but it is quite large. And I've had this wreath now for a few years. I just love the colors in it, and I just always pull it out in the autumn season. Sometimes I think of switching out for a new one, but I just love this one so much. I always love to flank my front door, and I had these large apple baskets. I've had these for quite a while. I love that they look aged and kind of worn in. And then I just had this grass. It almost looks like there's pussy willows in the middle of it. And I just thought this would look so beautiful just tucked into these baskets, just flanking the front door. I wanted to bring a pop of color down into these baskets, so I just took a garland from Michael's, a 6-foot garland, cut it in half, and then used a section on each apple bushel basket. And I think it just looks so pretty and just brings in that color that I really wanted. And it just ties in so well, I think, to the wreath. All the colors just work really well together. So I really like how that's turning out. I have this really cute bistro set. I've had it for a few years now, and I just love it. It's just a really neutral color. It's a wicker, and it's gray, and it's always under this covered area, so I never have to worry about it getting damaged. It's held up really well with the Canadian weather, but I do take it in the winter, so I really don't like to leave it out seasonally. And then I knew I wanted to add these really bright orange pillows to these chairs. And just for the tabletop tabletop, I wanted to keep it pretty simple. I have this wicker basket and this beautiful green container. I love it. I think it's just so beautiful for the fall, and it does have some writing on it in French. And I just added a bright stem just to bring some more color to this area. I wanted to add in this little pie pumpkin that I had. I thought it was adorable. I love that pop of orange. And then I had a few little garlands. I decided to use the one with the more orange leaves, and I just wrapped this around the basket. And I think it's just a perfect little tabletop decor, not too much, but it just really brings that cozy fall feel in. I'm just going to go in with this super sweet wagon that was my mom's. I just love it so much. I just love the rustic look of it with the red wheels. I think it's perfect for fall. And then I'm going to add some hay bales to it. I just think hay is essential for a front porch in the fall. And we did go to this super sweet farm called Fall Harvest Farm. And I got the majority of my pumpkins, my hay bales, and my grass from here. And it was just such a warm, inviting place. So I will link them below, but I just loved it so much. So here I am adding my second stack of hay. And then I had this really cute seed bag. This was from my sister. She found it for me and she knew that I would love it. And I just thought this would look so beautiful on my fall front porch. So I'm just gonna stuff it with some newspapers, and then I'll have to add some rocks to the bottom too. Otherwise it will most definitely blow away because it is so lightweight. But I'm just going to stuff this with some old newspapers that I have. Let me know in the comments if you decorate your front porch for fall, and if so, if you've done it already. Typically, I always do mine on Labor Day, but it was really difficult to find pumpkins and hay, all the things that I use to decorate my porch. And when I was talking to the owner at Fall Harvest Farm, she was saying that because it's been such a dry summer here in southwestern Ontario, all the crops are a little bit delayed. So that explains why it's been trickier to find items, but I did end up finding everything I need, so that worked out really well. And it's actually quite chilly today here, so it was a perfect day to start decorating the front porch. I think it's about 18 degrees, so it definitely felt like a fall day. I'm just going to go in with one of my bright orange pumpkins. I love the size of this one and just that it brings some height to the space. And then I had these super adorable scarecrows. I love the bright orange colors on them, and I just thought they were the perfect size. And I always like to incorporate some kind of little scarecrow on my porch for the season because I think they're just so adorable and they really say fall to me. These ones were actually from Walmart this year, and the one was $9.98 and the other one was $8.98, so I thought they were a really great price for the size that they were. Let me know in the comments what your favorite thing to use on your fall front porch is. If you have something that you use every year, or just something that you really love that says fall to you that you have to have on your fall front porch. I love mixing in purple mums to my decor. I just think they're so beautiful, the burgundies, the purples. And then another thing I always love to add is cabbages. I think they just add so much to the space, and they're relatively inexpensive, and mine have always lasted for quite a while. You just have to water them good, but I just feel like they add so much color to the space, and I just love them. And then I had these super sweet little hay bales. These were from a local shop called Cosines, and I just wanted to prop these up, and they do make a bit of a mess, but to me it's not fall without a little bit of hay on your porch. I love how this little area turned out. To me it just says fall. It's kind of the focal point on the front porch, this little area, and I'm just absolutely in love with those little scarecrows and those sweet little hay bales. My husband actually lifted these beautiful mums into these planters for me because they were so heavy. I couldn't lift them. I literally could not lift them. And we actually got these from the local farmers market, the St. Jacobs Farmers Market, from a booth called Old McDonald's Farm. And they had the most beautiful mums, and we scooped up quite a few of them. So I did get quite a few pumpkins when we went to the Fall Harvest Farm. They just had this big assortment of orange pumpkins, and they did have some white ones, but I tend to find that all my white pumpkins turn yellow from the sun. So I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling that look. So I just really wanted to stick with the orange pumpkins, and then I was just envisioning adding a lot of mums to the steps as well. And these little mums are adorable. I just love the colors of them. I just am so drawn to those burgundies and browns. So I then went in and added some cute little pie pumpkins. These were relatively inexpensive. And then I found these really light orange pumpkins from a Mennonite stand in the country, and I thought they were just so unique and different, so I did pick those up. And then I'm just going to add a bunch of little gourds to the stairs just to kind of fill in this space. Let me know in the comments if you guys like to decorate with gourds. I don't see as many people using them, but I just think they're so pretty and unique, and I love the colors. This gourd looked like a swan. I thought it was so unique, but they just had such cute ones, and that was also at the Mennonite stand in the country. I just loved all those beautiful colors. After adding all my gourds and pumpkins and mums to the stairs, I kind of thought I wanted a little bit something more by these purple mums, just to bring a little bit more color in and to tie the wreath into this space. So I did end up using some garlands from Michael's. They have these garlands every year, and I know right now they're buy one get one free, so you can get 2 big garlands for $20. They have an assortment of colors, and I thought I would just add these around the planters, and I just feel like it brings in that perfect fall color, and I just love how these turned out. I'm going to tie this broom corn to these posts at the front. And I never heard of broom corn until I went to the Fall Harvest Farm, and she was explaining that it's just an ornamental corn. It doesn't actually like yield any corn. It's just a beautiful color. And she was waiting for them to get a little bit more colorful, but the ones I ended up getting did have quite a bit of color, I thought, and they just added such a pretty touch. And there's my little helper, Holstein. He's always around. It was a little bit chilly today, so he wasn't out the whole time, but I thought he just looked so cute sitting on the porch watching me decorate. I almost forgot to add my fall ladder back into this space. I usually have this out in the spring and the fall time, so I can't believe I forgot about that. And then I have my little footstool, and then I have these really cute pumpkin picks. They were from Dollar Tree last year, I believe, and I'm not sure if they have them again this year, but I thought they just brought a little bit of color to the space just because the door is kind of dark. So this is how everything turned out. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you like it or if you have any suggestions. I really love it. It brings me a lot of joy, and I just love the color combo of the purples with the rich reds and burgundies and oranges. I think it all flows really well together, and to me it just says fall. I hope you're all having an amazing long weekend. Last week I was a little bit under the weather. I was supposed to do my coffee cart decorate with me, and it was going to be a collaboration with a lot of friends, but I just wasn't feeling well enough to do that. So hopefully this week I can work on getting that coffee cart decorated, and I was also waiting on a few items to come from Amazon. So we'll see if everything comes and I can get that video all ready for you guys. It's really starting to feel like fall here in southwestern Ontario. It's been so hot, but as of late, it's really started to cool down, especially in the evenings and mornings. But even today, it was only 18 degrees. It really felt like a fall day. It was kind of windy, and it just felt damp and chilly. So I thought it was a perfect day just to do the porch because it wasn't super hot. And you can really see that broom corn in this picture, just the vibrant colors. is. And now that we're all done decorating, we're going to enjoy our pumpkin spice frappuccino. That's what I got. And I always get it with a coffee base. And I feel like it just is a perfect fall drink to sip on the porch. So thank you so much for being here today, friends. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you and for my whole YouTube family. And until the next video, take care. God bless.